We got some rain. Might be a little muddy in some parts. See some mud right there. But it's pretty solid underneath, so I'm not just gonna sink to the moon, but all this is newly disturbed, so it might be a little soft too. All right guys, we're back here working on the shop build at my house. The project that just keeps getting larger. It's funny how all my projects seem to turn out that way. You can see my line where we put a line, that's our ditch line. We've started to dig back to it. Getting there anyway. It's a pretty big area. I'm grateful Russell talked me into expanding it. And yeah. We're gonna jump on the backhoe, get to work. I gotta move this tree for the 100th time. This big old cedar log. Move it down on the other side of the driveway or something. We're gonna start raking all this out. Raking all that out. Gotta leave some dirt around that tree so we don't knock it over. But yeah, we're gonna get to work. Probably let Lindsay run the backhoe for a little while today. All right guys, we made a big old dent in it today. All this is already dug up, just stacked dirt, ready to move. There is one stump like right there in the middle that's not pulled up yet, but I'll mess with it later. Been working my way this way. I got down into some shale in here that was still 6 or 8 inches high, maybe even a foot high. So I went ahead and saved it, just stacked up all the topsoil, and then once I get all that moved out, maybe we can scoop up maybe a whole foot of that shale across there. That'd be really good for the foundation. So I went ahead and left it alone. You can see some of it in there. I got into it occasionally, but for the most part I just try to stay out of it. Started clearing around here, got a bunch of the stumps up, was working on this guy, and then I had a pretty good run for a while till I had another stump. But I ran out of diesel, so we only had about 30 more minutes anyway. But yeah, our line's starting to get defined. Lindsay moved the line a little bit, but we know where it's at. It's right there, so we'll just follow that down. Ran out of diesel. We're gonna head home, and we'll be back tomorrow. See y'all then. Alright guys, as you can see, I have made an absolute mess. I'm about to jump on the backhoe and get back to work. It's already warming up this morning. Just kind of all this root stuff I've been pulling up, so I might pull forward, kick some of this off out of the way so I can get in there, get all the clean dirt. I've been removing this topsoil off the top just to get all the root and rock out of it for the most part, pushing that into a different pile. Most of that dirt back there is pretty clean dirt. There is some couple sticks and roots in there, but for the most part it's clean. I need to get in here and pull all these out. That'll fight up some room for us to put all this stuff. But we about got to our back line. I don't know, it's a really small line, but the line goes right there and it stops at that little tree. So we're pretty much at the edge of our line. The shop is actually going to be this way, somewhere to that big pine there. So we're making our way. If I can get this cleared out of the way, that'll give me room to get in there, collect that dirt, and then I just need to start cleaning up these stumps down here. I can start moving dirt this way. God has given us some beautiful cloud cover today. It's got to take 15 degrees off the temperature. See what we can get done. All right guys, you can see I got all that trash cleaned up. Starting to really make some moves. Pretty soon I'll be able to start dragging this hill down. I got a big stump right there. Unfortunately, I've only got one battery and I've been filming a lot, so I'm gonna save it for a little while later, but right now I'm gonna knock out this stump, and I've actually got one right here I just found. I'm gonna work on those, get a drink. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. That is a tough stump. All right guys, well, unfortunately I ran out of diesel, but I got a couple hours yet to work today, so we're gonna go ahead and head to town and grab some diesel. I got a good thing going and I want to keep it going, so let's run to town. We'll get us an ice cold drink and get back here and get back to work. Okay. I actually ran it out of diesel, so we're gonna have to start it off some starting fluid to get it going. It's about the only way to get it started. it's looking really good. The only problem is I got a lot of trash rocks and stuff in here. I was really good about separating all the dirt, but once I got back in here, I didn't have anywhere to put it. I'll push that off to that side a little bit. The shop area is going to start like right here, so that should be out of the way. This might be a hair low right here, but I've got plenty of dirt to fill it. Still got that whole mound of dirt all the way across there, and all that needs to come down a whole nother foot. So we got plenty of dirt, no worries there. Starting to fill back in here. I at least want to go to that pine tree, so somewhere back in here, maybe past that big rock. So we still got a ways to go. This looks high, but it's really not. It's gonna settle and then be a little lower than that. So we're almost there. That back area is at least a foot high, so we're just gonna keep working it. I've got dug around these trees. They'll just push over them when we're done. We're starting to get a pretty big stump pile in there. I'll knock these trees down on top of it, just give it some kind of something to start burning. That's gonna be tough. All right, guys, well, we'll be back tomorrow, but we're gonna end this video here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my members for supporting my channel so I can play good music. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.